Abraham Maslow, Hierarchy of Needs and Self-Actualization by Kara Miller for Dr. Jeff Longing. Maslow's early life. He was born April the 1st of 1908 as the first of 7 children. He was born in Brooklyn, New York. His parents were Samuel and Rose Maslow. They were Jewish immigrants from Russia. Maslow described his early childhood as unhappy and lonely. Samuel and Rose Maslow, these are Abraham's parents. They were uncaring and indifferent. They were poor since they were immigrants from Russia. They were very poor and they did not have a lot of money. Abraham's father verbally abused and degraded him and made him feel very unworthy. And his mother was selfish and cruel and never gave Abraham or his siblings any love or care. Abraham's early professional and personal life. Abraham married his first cousin Bertha in 1928 when he was just 20 years old. This was something that his parents strongly discouraged him from doing. They were not in support of that. However, Abraham and Bertha were happily married and they had 2 daughters. The first daughter was Anne. She was born in 1938. And their second daughter was Ellen, and she was born in 1940. He attended the boys' high school, where he was a member of several academic clubs. He also edited the Latin magazine and the school's physics paper for a year. He went to the City College of New York and also began taking legal classes in the evening. He realized legal studies were not for him, and he soon dropped out. His father pushed for him to go to law school. Even though his father and mother were not educated, they did know that education would lead to a better life, and so they did push for that. And Abraham's father and mother both really wanted him to major in legal studies and become a lawyer. But he, like I said, he realized that that wasn't for him. And so later he went to the University of Wisconsin to study psychology. There, his field of study was experimental behaviorism. Abraham received his master's degree in psychology in 1931. He became a member of the faculty at Brooklyn College in 1937, and he worked there until 1951. Abraham's career in educational psychology, and this is just a short timeline. He became a member of the faculty at Brooklyn College in 1937 and worked there until 1951. Then Abraham proposed a theory of the needs hierarchy in his 1943 paper, A Theory of Human Motivation and Psychological Review. This is the first time that he presented this or proposed this theory. His 1954 book, Motivation and Personality, explained this theory in detail. Abraham was appointed professor at Brandeis University in 1951. He taught at Brandeis University until 1969, before becoming a resident fellow at the Laughlin Institute in California. Maslow and Tony Sutich founded the Journal of Humanistic Psychology in 1961. The journal continues to publish academic papers to date. Abraham Maslow's influencers were many, but I decided to list 4 specific ones that I kept seeing in my research and explain a little bit about them. So first I will list them. His chief mentor professor was Harry Hollow, and Alfred Adler, Ruth Benedict, and Max Wertheimer. Harry Hollow, he was best known for his social isolation experiments with rhesus monkeys. Harlow's research contributed a great deal to our understanding of the importance of caregiving, affection, and social relationships early in life. In one review of the most eminent psychologist of the 20th century, Harlow was ranked 26th out of 100. And then I have a picture here of the rhesus monkeys that Harry Hollow used. Alfred Adler. Alfred Adler was an Austrian physician and psychiatrist who is best known for forming the school of thought known as individual psychology. He is also remembered for his concepts of the inferiority feeling, the inferiority complex, which he believed played a major part in the formation of personality. Adler was initially a colleague of Sigmund Freud, helped establish psychoanalysis, and was a founding member of the Vienna Psychoanalytic Society. Adler's theory focused on looking at the individual as a whole, which is why he referred to his approach as individual psychology. I do know that later Sigmund Freud and Adler did not work together anymore. So, Ruth Benedict. Ruth Benedict was a pioneering anthropologist who became America's leading specialist in the field, best known for her patterns of culture theory. Her book, by that name, revolutionized anthropological study, igniting the work of the culture and personality movement within anthropology. She strengthened the bonds among the branches of social science, anthropology, sociology, and psychology, and deepened public understanding of the impact of culture on human behavior and personality. Max Wertheimer, Czech-born psychologist, one of the founders, with Kurt Kafka and Wolfgang Kohler, of Gestalt psychology, which attempts to examine psychological phenomena as structural wholes rather than breaking them down into components. Abraham Maslow's late life to death. Maslow served as the chair of the psychology department at Brandeis from 1951 to 1969. Maslow had a history of chronic heart disease and experienced his first major heart attack in 1967. He spent his final years in semi-retirement in California. Abraham Maslow died June the 8th of 1970 at the age of 62 from a heart attack while jogging in Menlo Park, California. Maslow's influence in education today. Maslow's hierarchy of needs provides a framework for understanding how people meet their needs. The theory can be used to improve teaching methods by helping educators understand what motivates their students. By understanding what students need to meet their needs, educators can create a classroom environment that is conducive to learning. The theory can also be used to help students set goals and achieve them. When students feel motivated and supported, they are more likely to succeed in school. Ultimately, Maslow's hierarchy of needs can help educators create a positive learning environment for their students.